What's up, everybody? It's Tales from the Jails. We're here live at Pot Rooms USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. You know, we here. You know, I want to say something to everybody who's been out here supporting us from day one, or those who just been supporting us, period. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. We appreciate everything that's been going on, all of the subscribers, all of the members, everybody out there around the world. As you can see, Tales from the Jails is expanding everywhere. You know, we are, catching up on that top 200 list podcast. You know, we are climbing up the charts. We right there, just right in the midst of everything, and we constantly growing. Thanks to y'all and the support that we get from y'all, man. So what's up with you, Mr. Jackson?
Oh man, beautiful Wednesday, man. My day off. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to be free, and it's a beautiful day to go to jail.
What? She made it beautiful.
But man, they gonna lock their asses up today. Go out there and do something crazy today if you want to. It's a good day. They can chase you till you breathless today. If you plan on breaking law, I advise you not to.
Do you notice that you hear more like police sirens, the ambulances right now when the weather breaks? Why?
It's popping. People outside. They all on corners, standing in front of poppy stores, banging out the donut shop. It's going down. And I get it. Nigga got to pay bills, put something in his stomach. I get it.
I don't do that.
You know, but the correct way would be to get some employment and some legalized employment.
What's up? You got a little cold or something?
No. Just a little phlegm and all that.
Oh yeah, phlegm. It's nice outside. You got phlegm in your chest.
Yeah, all right, but yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? You all right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's nice, man. Stay out of trouble, man.
Yeah, so like, right now, everybody outside on the corner and the weather's breaking, it's like, it's nice. Everybody getting their wheels washed, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Good oil changes on their vehicles and getting everything done. And some people was going to jail. Some people's night is going to end in handcuffs.
Yes, it is. Sadly to say, but some people was going to jail today. Yeah, when the heat is out, the meat is out.
On duty.
Always remember that.
Yeah. But, at the end of the day, like, going to jail, like, the mindset of is it a difference of, in your opinion, of getting arrested in the wintertime or the summertime? Which one?
I'd rather go to jail in the wintertime. I told you yesterday on live yesterday that when it started to heat up, not only you feel it more when you're incarcerated. When you're incarcerated during the warm season, it kind of puts you in like a stupor, like a down mood. You want to be outside. You want to be a part of that. You want to be out there with your tank top on, no shirt on a beach or whatever the case may be. You just on your backyard, just chilling with the little candle out there to keep the insects away. It's just a comfortable feeling. We only have a warm season 2 times of the seasons, which is spring and summer, and you want to enjoy them joints to the best of the ability, and you're not doing that in no jail cell.
Yeah, we got a phone call today from one of the bros, and he was he like, dang man, y'all out there. Want to know what's going on.
Yeah,
every little detail.
Especially when we told him where we was at and all this and that, he just reminiscing like he hung up that phone and took that long walk back to his cell. Like, dang, it was kicking him in his behind. Yes, it was. Just
because we had a certain spot in the city,
and it's nice.
Yeah.
And he thinking, damn, I wish it was me out there.
All the restaurants down there.
Yeah.
So I talk about the restaurants.
Yep. He hungry as hell in there, and he made himself hungry. Yep, he showing enough there.
For a real meal.
Man. No, not even because they getting real meals in there, but a meal of some,
stature.
Exactly. There goes levels to meal. You got trash, daif, and then you got super strong.
Yeah, so he,
you know what I mean?
So he just took himself to a place that he shouldn't have went. So all these new people that's just going to jail right now, like, not every year you say like this summer some people gonna die.
Yeah, every summer.
Some people gonna go to jail. Some people not even gonna make it to the summer because right now it's hot right now and the guns is blazing.
Yeah,
they shooting out here real good. Why is it people seem like they kind of get their ops more in the summertime? I guess
because everybody's outside in the wintertime when it's 12 degrees, 2 below zero. Everybody is tucking away. Yeah. That's why they talk about get you an old lady and shack up with her for the wintertime and bust out on them in the summertime. Yeah, everybody is shacking away in the wintertime. Summertime, you want to come out for a little bit just to to enjoy the weather.
Women coming out, popping out right now, and they pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Coming from the wintertime, exactly.
Yeah, you
ready to have a baby in the spring or late summer.
I know what you was doing all winter.
Who, me?
The women, they come out.
Oh, yeah,
I know what you was doing. But now, women have. Let's talk about this. Women have babies, right? Or have a man they shacked up with all summer, right?
All winter. Oh,
I'm sorry, all winter. Excuse me. All winter, and then the summertime coming, he go to jail.
Well, yeah. The shacking up don't stop. She on to the next.
With a baby, a brand new baby?
Well, with a brand new baby, all right, then when you throw a baby in the equation, it'd be harder. But when they had that joint, man.
They don't really move that fast.
Who don't move that fast?
Women really don't move that fast.
Man, you done lost your goddamn mind. So, man, that baby be out 2 weeks, she got a whole nother champion in her. You crazy as hell talking about something that don't move that fast. You have wives. How long it took you to insert your stuff inside your wife again after she had your baby? I'm quite sure it was under a month.
A different man.
Yes, you have women that do it. Yes, you in jail. You in jail fighting a robbery or a homicide, something like that. What? Man.
She might keep that I just went to jail this month and then you already got somebody else.
Yeah, but she might hold on for a little bit or whatever, but you know, it's just a bad thing. You left your woman out there, baby, you know, summertime, and if she young, she, you know, her hormones is raging. If she look good, she getting all the compliments in the world, so that's adding to her, you know, her feistiness and, you know, her spunk and all that. Yeah, it's just bad. It's just always bad around the board. That's why you got to stay out of jail.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we can't really expect people to be other than who they are a lot of times. And then sometimes women be vulnerable out here, as we spoke about a lot of times.
You leave them out here by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You leave them out here, then you leave them with a child, and that's more of a burden because, you know, you got to produce some money for this child on a daily basis. So now that means your work game got to be all the way intact, or your hustle game. Some people out there hustling, whatever. I'm not saying to go do that. No, I'm not saying that, but you got people that do it. So, you know, having them babies, man, with these women and leaving them on the street, yeah, man, that's a catastrophe waiting to happen.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of you know, that's a bit of a shame. So now you see, right? You know, a lot of the younger guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, these guys are up and coming, 18, 19, 20, 21. These younger guys, they are now experiencing, you know, going to jail right now because they are out here ripping and running the streets right now at a young age where they hit with no guidance really. So now the jails is packed with a lot of these young bulls, and a lot of these young ladies is out here, you know, looking for older men.
Yeah, because the older men will be the ones that got steady jobs, steady employment, a check coming in steadily, and they pretty much got it figured out. They've got a roof over their head, a little vehicle. Man, it don't take much. And just some consistency and the consistency. They know he ain't going to jail. Okay, yeah, he ain't got the money that they, you know, dream of or want to get from a significant other, but it's consistent.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to jail. And he got a house, he got a car. Yeah, that's why they going to them old dudes, man. Old dudes is setting it out.
Yeah.
They know what they want. They done figured it out. They done messed up prior all their life until they figured it out, and then they got something steady going on. An older man that you see got something going on for himself. And I'm not saying all older men come from a messed up background as far as minds, but you know, a majority of them do. And they get it right. They get it right. They start getting to their 40s and going into their 50s. They making ends meet.
Yeah.
And what female don't want to be with that? Consistency.
Yeah. How you feel about this new jail thing? I guess in the state was you gotta schedule a visit. Remember how you could just go up to the prison and visit the people, like as long as you had your ID.
You could go up on your day. They was giving you your day.
Yeah, but now they're making people take it's an app. You gotta do all this stuff to go see people now.
Well, they started that because of the pandemic, and then they seen how much it cut down on visits, because you know you got a lot of young girls, a lot of these young dudes that do got girlfriends and stuff like that. Young girls ain't getting on that app. You got to go to the app at 12 o'clock at night just to get an opening to apply for a visit. So they got to wait till 12 o'clock at night. Then they got to keep logging back in. If you ain't got no visit, log back out, log back in. It just makes it a tedious process to get a visit. And then now when you finally do get a visit, you only allow 60 visits at one time during a certain part of the day. So if your people didn't get a visit in time, they not going to get a visit until next week. You know what I'm saying? So they made it more harder to get a visit, and in doing so, it cut down on the large amount of visitors that's coming to a jail in one day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you could just come up whenever you wanted to come, that joint was booming.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might get I might have called you and you might be like, yeah, I'm walking into jail right now, 12 o'clock. I might not get called out on the visit to 2 o'clock because there's so many visits getting visits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now you ain't got to go through none of that. You go right up, get right in. Because of the less people that's coming up, because due to the way they got to file to get a visit, it's tedious. It's a long process, and a lot of people don't want to put up with that. You got to go through this link for this, and then go on that. Like, they making it a long, tedious process to detour you of coming up there to seeing your loved ones.
I remember like the county, like coming up to the county, like to see you in the county. The visitor room like should be drawn, packed.
Yeah, not like that no more. You go up there and there. Look, they not even letting like a mom and dad and the baby come up together. It's one adult, one child. So the parents got to take turns. Like, say if you got some good parents, a mom and a dad, they got to take turns coming to see you. I don't know. Someone was telling me about that. I don't know if this is true for a fact, but I wouldn't think this person would be lying about something like that. But, you know. But, yeah, if that is true, yeah, that's some wild stuff.
So your mom and your dad can't come back there to see you?
And a child, from what I heard, no.
That's terrible.
From what I heard, no. And then, like, say your mom got your child. If she ain't got them papers and say that she adopted your child or whatnot, and she got rights over your child, she cannot bring your child to come see you at all. It got to be the baby mother.
Dang.
It got to be the baby mother.
So the baby mom got to bring a birth certificate.
Yes.
Or her name.
Yes. That's how they doing it. And then they cutting it. They making it to where as though it's damn near impossible to get a visit. People got to go through, okay, had his birth. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying this is stuff that, you know, grown-ups are supposed to have, but, you know, a lot of people be slipping in certain areas, lost a birth certificate, got to go file from the state to get it back again. And, yeah, I mean, you know, that's a process. It's another waiting game. So now, during this 3-4 months, they trying to get all this together to eventually come see you. The longer you are away from out of sight, out of mind, bro. And the longer that you're away from your loved one, your mate, or whatever it is, you get to forgetting. You, especially for the one that's out here and the one that's locked up, incarcerated, he ain't doing no forgetting. Every day he remembering everything you said to him, everything you promised him, and you know he just want to know everything about you out there you're like, people in jail live their life through the people that's in the real world. And then the person that's in the real world got the task of job, kids if they got any kids, rent, family members, just regular, just waking up, cleaning, washing yourself. Like they got the orderly runnings of a regular life of a citizen that's out there in the free world. So they don't have the time that one have that's incarcerated, that could sit there and just think on a subject for hours. Once I hung up that phone with you and I'm out in that free world, I done forgot you called me that day.
As soon as you put the phone down.
Yeah, soon as it might be somebody clicking in on my other line, I'm waiting to hang up with you to get on this, and I done forgot about the whole, because I'm living, not to say I don't care about you and I don't care about what's going on with you. I'm living a free world. So this stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And by default, you get forgotten because you ain't relevant, meaning you ain't here. When you ain't there, bro, out of sight, out of mind, that's a true saying, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, I seen you might ask me for some money. I seen you that couple dollars. I ain't thinking about you no more until you call.
What do you think, like, on the other side? Like, say you talking, you know, I'm on the phone with you one day, right?
Yeah.
You behind the prison wall. You up there fighting a serious case. And then I come walking on the block. If I was talking like 3 days later, you see me come walking on that block that you on.
No, say that again.
You in jail.
Right.
I just talked to you on the phone.
Right.
We kicking it. Boom, boom. I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing some money. And I walk in that block 3 days later that you on.
Oh, I'm going to be highly upset because you was one of my biggest supporters is out there in civilization. And for me to see you come in with a bedroll, I'm going to be thinking it's over with.
You calling me like, yeah, I was trying to call you.
Yeah, that's see why your phone was going voicemail. What happened? My whole thing is, what happened? How you in here now?
Are you asking me, did I send that money? Like, did you send that money before you got locked up?
Nah, I ain't asking you that yet, because now it ain't about that you said, because now it is no money coming all from this source no more. So you ain't even, my thing is, can you get bail? Can you make it out sooner than later? Especially if I know I got to sit in there. Man, how much they talking about for you to get out? Because I'm going to make some calls for you too if you can't cover the whole tab. I need you back out there in the real world. I don't need you sitting in here with me.
Yeah.
You can't help me in here. I got 1,000 other dudes to talk to. I could talk to you when you answer that phone. But I need you back out there in that free world.
Yeah, because the person outside on the bricks gives you like, they give you like that that ear or whatever it was.
Hope. It's a hope.
Yeah.
It's hope. Like when I used to call home to you and you're like, yeah, man, I'm setting up these companies, man, for the guys to get involved, man, and do something legit, man. That's hope. Ain't no too many people calling home and hear about job prospects and, you know, possibly making them thousands of dollars to become successful in society. I mean, that's hope. That's hope. I wake up every day. I go to sleep thinking about it and wake up thinking about it. That'd be my whole days. Like, man, I got to hurry up and get out of here. I got something going on. You got something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying?
How was it like, you know, to come home and be able to actually hearing about it in jail, actually seeing it happening when you get out?
I think I like to hear about it in jail more than actually walking through it because, you know, I tricked myself to believe that it was instant gratification, like selling that dope when we was doing it at an alarming rate. And coming out here, getting some employment and getting yourself together is extraordinary hard. At an alarming rate is not easy. It is not easy. This is not something you're going to walk into one day and got $10,000. You walk into it Monday, got $10,000 Friday. That's a dream. You might not see $10,000 a year, 2-3 years in one lump sum after embarking on a mission, whatever it is, to get you some honest employment. Like that joint don't happen overnight. Like you really don't have too many overnight successes. So you got to come home. You know, it was better for me to think about it in jail than to really be dealing with. I would rather be dealing with it and but it just don't come overnight. See, in jail, you could plan all type of, yeah, my man out there, he rolling. I might be looking at you coming up in big truck, but I'm forgetting the part of you grinding 4 or 5 years before you could even purchase something up to this. You didn't just get that off of one day, but me in jail, my mind, I'm going right home getting a truck. I go home Tuesday, I'm gonna have a truck by Friday. It don't work like that. Yeah. And it was that's a cold bowl of water that I had to get in my face to see like, dang. And I could sit back and be mad at you and be like, damn, you got a truck, help me. I ain't help you get no damn truck when you got yours. But in fact, the inmate, the convict that's coming home be feeling entitled. Since you my friend, I think I should have a truck or something, man. But it don't work like that. Yeah. I should be grateful enough that you even helping me get into a place to get myself better. When I know that you got to keep yourself better and your family's better. We ain't no kids no more. But this is what dudes go through. Like, this is what they go through. Like I said, I felt a sense of entitlement towards you. Damn, freak, I mean, you my friend, man. Goddamn, get me. But the man in me, when I walk away from the conversation, is like, dang, that man helped me out at all angles of the door. And I'm mad because he ain't just passing me fist over money. No, this man, it don't work like that. It's the real world, man. And everybody that walk that walk and will see what I'm talking about is straight up facts, man. And that's just it.
But yeah, also on the flip side, you know, you come home and now you have, you know, got some things going and seeing some things. Some doors may have closed for you, but maybe others have opened. And you know, you see like you can see like the curve of the actual success or whatever, or the thing that you're working for, you can see it actually coming
to fruition.
Yeah, coming to fruition. How does that feel like to be able to come home?
Oh, and to finally start to see it, it's a sigh of relief. Yeah. It's a sigh of relief, like, then this actually can happen. Yeah. To actually see it, because it's one thing to hear about it, because you can get ahead of yourself and get hyped up. You hearing about like, yeah, I'm gonna put you in place, I'm gonna have you running your own business, and then all you thinking about is what you can make off of it. You ain't thinking about what it takes for you to do in life for it to get to the point that you be making a nice lump sum. You ain't thinking about none of the footwork. Yeah. All you thinking about is the end result. You know what I'm saying? And when you come and you start doing it and you see that this is a long walk, this ain't just around the corner, this is a long, continuous walk, it make you appreciate it. And then when you start to see it come to fruition, it's like, wow. Mm-hmm. That feeling right there is like, it's better than the jailhouse feeling coming home. It's better than any feeling in the world, man. Anything that you do, man, if you building something and it keep falling down, you're going to be discouraged. You're going to probably leave it alone at the while. But if you see it start to come in with this peach fit right here and this leg go right here and goddamn put the head on it right there and it's starting to form out to you, you want to finish that goddamn project because you see it coming into what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing to hear about it, and you'll get. I got hype off of hearing about it. Like, boy, you can get up to making such a year. What? You be right in. Yeah. But it's a hell of a groundwork you got to do to make all this a year. It just don't come because you got it. It's a lot of people that got businesses that can flourish, but if you don't put the work in behind that business, it's not gonna flourish, man. I don't care if you got a towing company, a painting shop, a lawn joint, a cleaning company. Yes, these companies can get you a wide range of faloof, which is money. But if it ain't no groundwork, once you acquired that company, that LLC and all that, that's the easy part. Paying $150 for an LLC, getting you, anybody can go out there and do that. But now that you have established your company name and you got that up off the ground, that was the easy part. The hard part is getting out there and getting your boots in the sand.
Yeah. And why is it, why is it that people like, in jail, right? They come home and they want the instant gratification, and then, I'm gonna say this: people in jail, they may have a plan while they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is to, get out, start this business, do this job, do this, do that. Why is it when they come out, they become derailed and go fall back into what they been doing that got them in the jail? Why is it? Is it a lack of training? Why
no, it's not a lack of.
Or is it, what is it?
One thing, man, that I found to be absolutely true upon coming home and answering your question and why one would get derailed. I got derailed the first time I came home. Is that the gratification part comes a while away. See, when you're going out there and you got a crazy hustle and some coke and all that, and you got some good coke, that thing gonna twerk. It's easy to do the wrong thing, but it's hard to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That wrong thing gonna bring you $100,000. You got some good work and all that is gonna twerk right out the gate. It's gonna twerk. It's gonna do what it do. But when you got that business, you got to go out and get clients for home health care. You got to go hit the ground knocking on neighbors' doors and people looking at you. You got to have your tire right. This is a whole nother playing field than the streets. And then you could become derailed because you might be doing this 8, 9 months, 10 months. You still got bills. Ain't like your bills stop while you get your business off the ground. No. You have to, first thing first, you have to have absolute, unadulterated patience. Patience, bro, at its finest, because, especially like you said, when you see it, and just because you see it don't mean it's going to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
You might see it and it still might come 2 to 3 years from there. That's why I act the way I act. I'll be like, man, and I'm not saying, more so if it be like, man, this joint probably, it'd be like me looking down on it, but then I see something like you said, the curve, like, woo, oh no, we might got some action here, but then then I get a little air let out me. No, you know what I'm saying? Once you start to taste and get a little trickle of what this could become and possibly get larger, that's when you will buckle down and keep going. But for the convict, like far as myself and dudes did time like me, man, tops, man, 9 months to a year, man, if that joint ain't doing nothing, man, a dude gonna abandon ship, bro.
Yeah.
A dude gonna abandon ship, man, especially if he got responsibility, he trying to take care of himself. And I ain't talking about having no mansion. It's called, these little 1 bedrooms nowadays, $1,200 a stack. Bro, don't let you have no will, gas money every week. Don't have no child. Oh, my eyes.
Yeah.
Boy, and you've been working at this joint for a year. You barely getting kibbles and bits, but you know what it can do because you see other establishments like yours that's flourishing already because it went through the groundwork already.
Yeah.
But you got to have that patience. Not only patience, behind patience is the drive. Because with patience comes a dullness like, damn, man, I already got to wait, so I might as well just sit around and wait. Already got to wait. Nah, that joint will never get nowhere. With the pace, behind the patience, got to be air. You got to hit that joint, feet on ground all day. I'm talking about eat, sleep, and you mean, and this is the piggyback off what I just said. With greatness comes sacrifice, man. In anything you do. And I'm talking about sacrifice is what? You might can't take vacations for a year. You might can't have a car for a year. You might got to take Uber in your travels of building something up legitly, and then it'll come through. You can't have you might can't have no girl at the time. You gotta have the right woman to work with you because you ain't got to get her flowers or take her out. You want to take care of your girl, but you can't do that. That's a sacrifice. You might got a girl already. You might got a family. You got to be out on nights on it. How many times you went on and got on that road to go open up a company in Cleveland or something like that, and you had to be on the road? I'm talking about on a moment notice.
Yeah.
It ain't no baby, I got this plan for next week. No, baby, I got to leave tomorrow morning in California. What? Yeah, I've got to go. That's how I'm paying these bills. Now you're away from your family and stuff. That's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's a success. So in route to success comes a heavy sacrifice, man. A heavy sacrifice, whether you don't have no woman at the time because you ain't got it to, you know what I mean? Like, it's like me. Like, if I ain't got it to, to help my woman out, I feel bad. I shouldn't be with her. I should let somebody else have her that got, you know what I mean? Or she might want to work with me. But the pride in me is like, damn, man, can't really do nothing while I'm grinding like this because I'm grinding. And if you don't got a person that understand that and in the grind with you, that ain't going to never work. Yeah. And that's just one, that's a relationship part of it. You know what I mean? We talk about regular every day. You might got homies like, all right, yo, man, we all going to Cancun this week. You're like, damn, I can't make that trip. When the next time y'all think y'all going back? Like a couple months, all right, I hope I can make that. It's a sacrifice. Yeah. Because you grind and you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So in pursuit to success comes a large sacrifice, bro. You're going to have to take it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You will have to sacrifice something, your time, and that's probably one of the main things.
Your family.
Yeah, that's time. When you say family, that's time.
Yeah.
You're losing your family because you're not there giving them the time. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the greater reward is the falus, the halal way, which is the good way, the law-abiding citizen way.
Yeah. And then, a lot of times, like when they get out here, and like you said, it don't always take off right away. Things don't always pop off as far as the business flourishing. Doesn't always move like that. You all right, Tawfiq? The business doesn't always move right away. It sometimes takes time for the wheels to churn and get things going.
Yeah, and that's all. That ain't no. Sometimes that's all the time. Anything that you start.
But what I'm saying, what the point I want to say is, how important is it to have support while you're going through that, trying to get the
That's right after patience. If you don't have that support there, man, because that's like working out. You could get up every day of the week and go to the park by yourself early in the morning and work out by yourself. And you might be disciplined enough to get through your whole workout. And it might be times you're supposed to do 15 sets, but you get to 12 sets. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm cool. But if you got a partner that's as doggy as you, it's a challenge. That's a partner. That's the support.
Yeah.
That's the support. You're going to want to, yeah, we supposed to do 20. We did 20. Let's do 25 now. Then y'all trying to outwork each other. Why? Because of the support system there. It's way better than being by yourself, especially if it's a good support system, because you could have the wrong support that'll take you all the way down and sink your ship right along with them. So you got to watch the support that comes. You know what I'm saying? Because support going to come. You're going to, you're going to have a helping hand from here and a helping hand from here, a pulling hand from there, a kick from there. You got to watch what type of support you take in. You know what I'm saying? But support is definitely a major means to achieving success behind patience.